What's up guys, I am back with another video on how to create NFTs. You guys know I have created a lot of videos about this before. One of my most popular videos is the one how to create an NFT, but it's a 2D NFT, and since 3D NFTs have gained in popularity in the last couple of months, I figured that I would show you guys how to create a nice 3D NFT too, so that you guys can maybe try this too. If this video helps you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, to create this 3D NFT, we obviously need some kind of software, and today we are not going to use a simple drawing app, but we are going to use Blender, which is a free and open source 3D creation suite. And this software basically lets us create some nice models that we then can make some NFTs out of. So let's get right into this. First of all, we need Blender, as I already said, so just search that up on Google. Then we will just click on the first link and we will be on the Blender homepage. Here we want to choose the system we are running, so maybe Windows, MacBook, Linux, whatever you guys have, you just choose that. So for me it's going to be Mac OS, and then we can just, it's going to download the file when you've chosen it. But I actually downloaded it already, so I'm just going to cancel that. And yeah, it might take a couple of minutes because it's pretty big software, and then you have to set everything up. It's just a couple of steps. It's really easy because they're guiding you through this, and then we should be ready to go. So now when we have downloaded it, it's pretty simple. We will just go here and search for Blender, and then we will just open that. Now the application should just open, and you guys will see that. So now we can just create a new general file, and that is what we're going to see. Okay, so what we want to do first is delete all these different objects we have here. It's a light, then we have a cube and a camera. So we will just delete that for now. For that we can just press X on our keyboard and then confirm it, and with that delete it. So just click on this objects, press X, and then we'll have a clear scene. So now we are basically going to model our own character. So for that we want to add a new mesh. So just go to add, go to mesh, and then go on here on the sphere, and now we have a nice circle. So for this it's important to understand the basic things in Blender. I'm just going to show you first. With that we can basically move our objects in whatever direction we want. So this is 3-dimensional, so you can basically move it in every direction you want. Then with that we can rotate it. It's not really important if we are working with this sphere, but yeah, just that you have seen it. With that we can scale it, so we can make it bigger or smaller. And yeah, then over here on the sculpting tab we can basically use something like the grab tool to grab it and do whatever we need to do with this. So yeah, let's just get in here, go back to the layout, and then we will see. We want it, yeah, that looks fine, I think. Then from here we just want to go back to the sculpting tab, and here we can just zoom in. Like if you do not know how to do it, you can just click on here to zoom out and zoom in, and then we can sculpt. Up here we can basically edit the tool, so how much we want to grab. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the radius to something like that. That will work. And then we can drag it however we want to. Now I think this is good for a head, like the first design. So I'm just gonna design it a bit more. Just grab it here, grab it there. And actually for this video, I think I'm just going to try to make something like a character with a helmet on, so that is not too crazy and hard to do. Yeah, just sculpt a bit, try these different tools, and always, if you're not sure and trying to make something like hair or that stuff, that would be too long for me to explain it here. You can always look things up on YouTube if you're not sure how to do it, so it's pretty simple and then you should be fine. So now I'm just gonna sculpt a bit more and then I will be back. So I'm actually pretty happy with how it's looking right now. So I'm just gonna add the next object. So I will just go back to layout and then I will just simply go to add a sphere. Now I can maybe add, we're just gonna add a sphere for now. Then we can move it down and go back to our sculpting. Now I can just, oh wait, actually I'm just going to scale it up. That will be easier for us to edit. So just like that. And then we are just gonna move it back a bit. Just like that. Now we go back to our sculpting mode, and as you guys can see, now we can just get our tool here again and just get things the way we like them to be. So just drag a bit on those edges. And we are not making a whole body. I'm just gonna make this profile picture style, so that will work fine how it's looking now. Just like that, because don't worry about the big part back here. We are just going to use the front view, and that is what it's going to look. And that is the thing that has to look good. So if it looks good from this perspective, don't worry about the other part. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the next object again, and I'm actually going to add a cylinder now for the eyes. And yeah, now we will see how that works. Something like this. I want it to look perfect, so just go in from the different perspectives and then you can see if that works or not. And I think that looks great. It looks like it's some kind of glasses, so I will keep it like this. But this looks good for now. I'm just going to add some more items such as a nose maybe, and yeah, just sculpt a bit, and then we will be back. And then we are going to put some colors on this 3D sculpture. Okay guys, now I basically just ended up with creating some texture on the head, as you guys can see, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with this now. So now we are coming to the colors, how we can color everything, and there we actually have to go up here. That is pretty hidden, but we have to go up here and change to this. Just go on this one and then we can add some colors. So you will go on cylinder, for example this one, these are the glasses, and then we can go down here and add a new material, and here we can change the color. As you guys can see, the base color is was white. Now I can change it to green or whatever I want. So I'm just going to change it to, I don't know, this color looks great. So I'm just going to change it to this color, and then we can move on with the next item. This is the nose. I'm just gonna put it, the nose is gonna be black, I guess. I don't know. And just like that, we have some colors. So the last thing we want to add now is our lighting and our camera. So from which perspective it's going to take the picture. So then we just go on add again for that. And here we can go on light first and just get, first of all, we can get a sunlight. This might be pretty nice. Put it over here or something like that. Yeah, that works. Then I'm just gonna add something else. For example, we are going to add light point, so that's where light comes from too. Oh, now I messed it up. Get it on the other side maybe, just like that. And now we want to add a camera finally. So just go on camera. It's over here now, so just drag it out. And now we can position the camera as we want it to be. Oh, and of course I forgot, we can add a background. I'm just quickly going to do that with adding a plane, then rotating it. And then scaling it. Just like that, we got a nice background, and we are just quickly going to color that too. So for that we are just going to use, I don't know, a light color or something like that. That works. And yeah, then we can click on render to see if the camera is positioned perfectly or not. So I'm just gonna click it now, render image, and we will see if we have to change something with the lighting and the camera. So that's the way you can basically just check it all the time. As you guys can see, it's way too close and the light is not looking as good as I want it to look. So first of all, we are going to take the camera and move it back here, something like that, and then we'll just try again. Just try and try and try until you are happy with the outcome. So now we have to move the light though, because the light is not looking too good. So we're going to put it here, something like that might work, and we'll try again. I'm still not satisfied. So we can just maybe increase the strength of the sunlight, and we are going to try to render the image again. And just like that, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So I think I'm going to save this now, and yeah. So you guys saw it's just trying and trying, and yeah. So I'm just gonna save it. As you guys can see, I have the image right here on my desktop. That is our exported file. And now we can go ahead and turn it into a real NFT by uploading it to a marketplace. Now we are going to go to Google and search for OpenSea. Here we will just quickly log in. You guys know, go to your profile. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm on my profile here, and now we will just go on create as normally, and here we can just choose our image, obviously. So we are just going to take our image, put it in here. Now we are going to call it, maybe we're just going to call it Cyber Skull or something like that, whatever you come up with. Then we are just going to go to the description. We are just going to say this is a 3D NFT that is and then something else. So you guys just come up with a nice description that might get a buyer interested in your piece of art. Then the collection part, we are going to skip that because obviously you can create multiple of these kind of NFTs and then create a collection out of them. But now we have a single item, so we are going to upload a single item. So just skip that. Then we are going to say supply 1, obviously, and we are going to use Polygon because it's gas free. Then the last thing we need to do to create this whole NFT is to click on create. And now we're waiting. And as you guys can see, we have created our NFT, as simple as that. And yeah, so basically everybody can do this. I hope you guys try to do this too. And as I said before, if you're not completely sure how to use Blender, just maybe search up some tutorials on how to use it. I did that too, and you can basically search it up for every single item that you're adding. So if you want to add some hair, then you just search up how to add hair, and then step by step you can create your own NFT. Obviously I rendered this model pretty quickly because I didn't have really much time for this video. But yeah, you can basically create anything with Blender, and something that looks really good too, such as the high quality projects always are creating and putting out there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if something is unclear, just catch me in the comment section. I will reply and try to help you out. And with that said, this is the end of the video, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.